Today we celebrate the memorial of Saint Scholastica. She is the twin sister of another saint, of Saint Benedict. And Saint Scholastica is relevant to the whole Catholic Church because we could call her the founder of the monastic female life in the Western Catholic Church, in the Roman Catholic Church. So in the same way that her brother was the founder or the pioneer of the monastic life for men, she was the pioneer for the monastic life for women. In fact, she founded her own monastery not too far away from the monastery where Saint Benedict lived in Monte Cassino in Italy. So that's why both of them are relevant figures for our Catholic Church, because they are the pioneers of the monastic life. There were already before them experiments of religious life in the desert, but they're the first ones to make it in a more organized fashion. Today in the office of reading, there's a beautiful story about Saint Scholastica and Saint Benedict. We only know about Saint Scholastica mostly through the writings of Gregory the Great, who really composed a biography on Saint Benedict, so she's part of the biography of Saint Benedict. The story goes like this. Apparently, because they lived so close to each other, she went to visit her brother every now and then. And when she went to visit his brother, he wouldn't receive her in the convent, because that was only allowed for men. He went outside to another building to visit her. And they spent the whole day praying and talking about spiritual things. But when the day was coming to an end, Benedict told his sister, okay, it's time for you to go. And she didn't want to leave because she enjoyed so much having spiritual conversations with her brother. So he insisted, it's time for you to go. And you better go before it gets dark. So she recollected herself and prayed to God that there would be a storm so that she would be unable to go back to her convent and they would be unable to go back to their own convent, and God listened to her prayer. And they spent the whole night in spiritual conversations. And that's why Saint Scholastica is the patron saint of spiritual conversations. So let me finish with this encouragement. How often do we promote or encourage spiritual conversations? It's not that you're going to call people and say, okay, you want to gather for a spiritual conversation, but rather in our day-to-day life, with the people around us. How willing, astute, able are we to bring something spiritual to the conversation? Remember what Don Bosco said, and I think this is a great summary. Don Bosco said, speak very little of yourself. Speak nothing about your neighbor. Speak a lot about God. So today, brothers and sisters, my encouragement is, let's pray to Saint Scholastica. And let's ask of her, help us to be able in initiating spiritual conversations, to make our relationships and our time more profitable with others, so that we could be more encouraged to pursue virtue, and others around us would also be encouraged to pursue virtue with us.